Hello, I'm here with another math video, and my phone just buzzed for no reason. Anyway, a while ago, I came up with the formula for approximating sine waves with lines. Okay, here's how it goes. Imagine a list of all of the square free numbers. Change each square free number according to the following rule. If it has an even number of prime factors, make it a plus. If it has an odd number of factors, make it a minus. And then you add everything together. First off, we have x 1, and eventually, as you add more terms, it will tend towards this. And here I have it in terms of tau, and then here I have it in terms of pi. I'm going to explain to you how I came up with this. Now let's sum from n equals 1 to a decent number 10 of the sine of nx over n. And you will get this sawtooth function, which, as you add more terms, will tend towards this. Let's try to get back to the sine of x. You have the formula, and if you take this and expand it out, you will get this. And now say we have infinitely many terms. Obviously, I don't have enough time to write down infinitely many terms. Not even the oldest person in the world has enough time to do that. But she probably isn't doing math in her free time, which is unfortunate, but true. So now let's do something to this where we set x to 2x, and then we divide the whole thing by 2, and then we subtract. This cancels out the even terms. I'm not going to write down every single odd term, but you get the idea. And again, you can do the same thing, but instead of saying x to 2x and dividing by 2, you take this function, set x to 3x, and divide the whole thing by 3, and then subtract that from this, and then that will remove the terms divisible by 3. Then I do this again, but instead with 5. I keep going with all of the prime numbers. And this is equivalent to a mod function. You can kind of squash it to get this. Now, here's the fun part. Remember what we just did? Now, we assume that this is a sawtooth function. Now, I set x to 2x, divide the whole thing by 2, and subtract that from the original function, and I get that. Now I continue. Instead of using 2, we use 3 as our base number, and by base number, I mean the number we're multiplying x by and dividing the entire function by. Okay. And we keep going with all of the prime numbers. Okay. Whoa! And we haven't even added all of the terms yet. It's only the 4th step. So, is there a way we can improve this? Yes, there is. And as you could see, there wasn't really any order to the numbers, so I decided, I wonder what happens if I make them in the right order. Yeah, and that would just pretty much be the square free numbers. Numbers that have each prime factor just once. 42 is a square free number. It's 2 times 3 times 7 when you factorize it into primes. No prime appears more than once. 72 is not a square free number because we have 2 prime factors that are the same. Anyway, when you put them in the right order and you add and subtract accordingly, you get this for the first step. This is the third step. This for the fourth step. I know sometimes my math is a bit hard to follow, but at least try to follow it. And we have stopped at 15. And next would be subtracting 17x mod 1 over 17. And that is how good it is compared to this. Hope you like my new math video and the sine wave thing I found out. So, goodbye, and I will see you next time.